So that's an easy question to answer for me. So it's the woman who taught the Brain and Its Potential class, my freshman seminar class. Her name is Marian Diamond, and she is one of the most popular lecturers, even on YouTube and all these online courses. Hers, basic biology and neuroanatomy, are some of the most popular lectures that people around the globe watch to learn about neuroanatomy. Amazing, inspiring instructor. She made everything fascinating and fun, and she made me want to learn more about the brain. So she's the one. Yeah, I think that's a great question. I would say you need to find a match, and not just with an individual lab, because not everybody knows exactly what they want to do. I think what you have to do is really read in depth the range of different research that's going on in a particular graduate program, and not just the paragraph introduction on the website. I think you really have to get into the literature and see kind of the directions that different labs are taking, and really see, is this the kind of place that, are these the kinds of research questions that would excite you? If the first lab has too many people in it, it can't work out. Are there multiple labs that you would be excited about? That's one of the reasons that I went to UC San Diego as a graduate student. There's so many different neuroscience labs. I knew there had to be something that interested me. Yes, I do. Neuroscience is such a different field today than it was when I was an undergraduate. It's so huge, and there's so many interesting things. And I would say get in there, read as much as you can. You don't just have to read. You can watch videos. You can, there's such a wide range of venues that you can get in and learn about what fascinates you. So be creative about that. But there's so much out there, and take advantage of that, and try and be as broad as possible in your survey of the literature. What was I like as an undergrad? I was very driven and very determined, and I did all my homework, and I turned in everything on time. It's kind of a lot like I am right now. I think I'm much more relaxed than I was as an undergraduate. I just loved all the courses that I was taking. So I was a physiology anatomy major, and I took a lot of kind of gross human anatomy, neuroanatomy, neurophysiology, and I loved them, and biochemistry, and I was a French minor too. So it was, I just loved it, and I couldn't think of anything better than just to be a student and learn all this stuff. So. I think the number one myth about neuroscience that all neuroscientists want to dispel is that you only use a small fraction of your brain power. I don't know where the heck that came from, but anybody that has looked at any functional magnetic resonance imaging study knows that huge parts of our brains get activated, even with simple things like looking at something, like looking at a scene out there. So the brain, all parts of the brain are active a lot of the time. So it's not true that we're only using a small proportion. So the research in my lab addresses two questions. The first question is, what are the patterns of electrical activity in the brain that allow us to form and retain new long-term memories? And those studies I do with single unit studies in awake behaving animals. And the second questions that we're asking is kind of asking about a different form of plasticity. And this is focused in human brains. And we're interested in how aerobic exercise can change or improve learning, memory, and cognition, as well as mood in healthy young adults.